What is going on YouTube? Huge announcement from the UFC from Dana White himself talking about International Fight Week. There was an interview between Topuria and I don't know who it was. I don't even know where it's at. But they were talking about International Fight Week and this main event. Here's the clip. I'm just going to show you guys and then we can react and talk about it right after.
For Dana, Ilia Topuria did an interview a few minutes ago where he said the winner of this fight is going to determine whether he fights Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira on International Fight Week. Can you confirm that that's the stakes attached to this main event too?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts right now, and yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Crazy announcement, basically confirming that International Fight Week, if here's the stakes, right? If Bilal wins against JDM, then Islam does not move up in weight. He stays at lightweight, and then he fights Topuria for the belt on International Fight Week, which is next month, right, in June. If Bilal does win, or if Bilal loses and JDM wins, Islam moves up, fights JDM, not International Fight Week, but later in the year, and Islam still fights for the lightweight belt, but it's for the vacant lightweight belt against I think they're talking about Armin fighting for the vacant belt. I'm not completely sure he's gonna fight at lightweight, but it won't be Islam, right? So there's huge stakes on this fight card this weekend, right? There's gonna be eyes on it, right? UFC is still trying to figure out how to sell out the arena, right? Because there's a lot of open tickets, but if Bilal wins, then the belt is gonna be, right, Islam versus Topuria in next month, which is insane, right? Because it's only really given them. I mean, I'm sure they're training. I'm sure you're in the UFC, right? You're a champion. I'm sure you're always training. You're always ready, right? But it's huge stakes for in a month, right? Like you're not sure who you're fighting in a month, right? Islam could be fighting a striker in JDM, right, later in the year. But Topuria, I mean, he's kind of training for two wrestlers, right? Islam has really good striking, but they're known for wrestlers. Armin and Islam are both known as wrestlers. So this is huge announcement from the UFC. Topuria, who do I see winning this? Okay, let's talk about this weekend first. Who do I see winning this weekend? I would love if Bilal wins so that Islam and Topuria can fight. I think Islam and Topuria is a huge fight, crazy fight, right? Even Topuria versus Armin is a good fight. I don't think they're gonna fight each other, right? They've talked in the past how they're not gonna fight each other, but I would love to see Islam and Topuria both undefeated. Islam did get knocked out, right? Could it happen again? If anyone, it's going to be Topuria to knock him out, honestly, who has really good Greco wrestling against Islam, who has that Dagestani wrestling. I think, oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy. And Topuria coming off of two knocking out two Hall of Famers, right? That's insane. The sky, the cloud that he is on right now is at an all-time high, and Islam to be like willing to fight Topuria right now is insane. I mean, granted, Islam is way big for the division, way big for lightweight. Topuria is not that big, at least I don't think, for lightweight, right? I think it's going to be like another. I mean, who was bigger than Topuria at featherweight? I mean, Max towered over Topuria, but was he actually bigger? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he actually not towered, but like looked physically bigger than Topuria. Josh Emmett and Topuria, they did look very similar, but Josh Emmett at lightweight would not go well, for sure. Would not go well. Yeah, it's interesting it's crazy announcement from Dana White, right? Talking about next month. Like I said, the eyes are going to be on this weekend, right? The eyes are going to be on if JDM can win, right? Then he'll fight Islam later in the year, or if Bilal wins, right? I think Bilal's a favorite, should be a favorite. Great, like wrestling, right? Wrestling pedigree over JDM. JDM was getting destroyed in wrestling by Gilbert Burns, who I mean, obviously didn't do. he did well against Shamaev as well in terms of wrestling. Was able to take him down. I mean, he hurt him bad. And Burns was destroying JDM until the final round. The final round is when JDM obviously got that knockout, right? It'll be interesting to see. I mean, how much better in wrestling could you have gotten in? It's been like a year, maybe less than a year, and I think Bilal has the best wrestling in that division. So like, you have to train for a whole year in just wrestling. You can't get better. You can't get that much better. Like, you're obviously getting better, but like you're fighting someone that has been wrestling their whole career, right? So Bilal started a little early or late. I think he started when he was like 21ish, but still, like, you're not gonna get to his level in terms of wrestling just off of like after you just got destroyed in wrestling. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I think Bilal's gonna win, right? So then Islam is gonna fight Topuria International Fight Week. If not, Topuria fights Armin, or I don't know who else for the vacant belt. I don't know. We could take a look at the rankings, right? I don't know. UFC lightweight rankings. I don't know who else Topuria would fight for the vacant belt, honestly. Not going to fight Charles. Not going to fight Gaethje. Patty for the vacant belt? Topuria and Patty, they have bad blood? No, it's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, it's going to have to be Armin. Armin, he did get a number. He was in a number one contender fight, which I've heard from people in the UFC or have been in the UFC that after you get the number one contender fight, they guarantee you a shot at the belt next. Guarantee you. I mean, that's what it is, right? You're number one contender. You're guaranteed a shot at the belt. So it'll be. But also, speaking about that, Sean Brady, I believe, isn't getting a shot at the belt, even though he had a number one contender fight against Leon? I'm not sure. That's just reports that I've heard. But yeah, so I would think if Bilal loses, Islam moves up, fights JDM later in the year, then Topuria versus Armin International Fight Week. If not, right, if Bilal wins, then Islam Topuria International Fight Week. Still crazy. I think that is, they haven't even announced any of the fights on the card, I don't believe. So it's crazy news coming from the UFC. Let me see if I can find the UFC schedule. It's next month in June. It's not 7th, it's 25th. Yeah, they don't even have it. Not 25th then. 28th. June 28th. So yeah, they don't even have it up here. So no fights announced for the card. The main event would obviously be them. I think co-main, I've heard that it's going to be another title fight. I'm not sure who. Maybe Pereira, right, fighting someone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly who the other fight is. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think about Dana White saying that basically this title fight this weekend is going to be two divisions, right, title fights next. And so, especially with one being next month. So, huge stakes on the line this week. Let me know what you guys think about that. Give me a like on the video if you like this. Subscribe if you like this content. And comment if you guys think I should do some other material. Like, what do you think I should cover? What do you think I should be looking towards? And just helping me out more, helping me grow the channel. You guys' feedback is greatly appreciated. So, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.